be real.
Well, the Warriors can.
They can. Well, no, but what I'm saying is already this has been one of the more disappointing Warrior seasons in recent memory. It has. And they won 46 games. And they won 17-4 in their last 21 road games. And they did have one of the 6 best road records in Golden State Warrior history since they moved to the Bay Area, at least. How can you wash away that disappointment this year from the Warriors? Does it have to be a second-round playoff appearance? Does it have to be a first-round playoff appearance?
I think, to me, it's getting into the first round at minimum.
Will wash away any disappointment from this season? No,
not any. A lot of it.
Minimal.
Yeah, to me, that would be, given what we've seen all year, it would almost feel like overachieving. Just, I'm going off the eyeball test of what I've seen from this team all year, not the expectations before the season started.
So that
you get what I'm saying?
So the expectations when you recalibrated with what? They were 19-24?
Well, early on in the season, before the season started, I was like, I don't know. I just don't know. We'll see. And then they got off to a good start, and I was like, oh, maybe I undersold them. And then it started to go bad. And then just watching the totality of the year, I've felt like they've been behind the 8 ball. I didn't think they were a very good team, period. Just not a good team. So to me, not good teams are fringe playoff teams, which is where they are right now. Now, if they were to get into the playoffs and get into the first round, to me, that wouldn't be the big goal of I have the highest payroll of all time and first-round exits are not to be tolerated. I totally understand that.
Right.
But given what I saw from this team, it might be an overachievement.
Ooh.
Just because I don't think they're a very good team.
Ooh.
We saw 82 games.
They've had one of the better records in the last 38 games, which is crazy.
They played a lot of bad teams.
A lot of bad teams. I get it.
With not a lot to play for.
I get it. I
mean, how many great wins do they have this year?
Boston,
4?
Milwaukee, Dallas. Well, that's some good road wins. I think the Toronto game was a good win considering the travel.
I agree with you, but
Orlando, but no, I'm nitpicking. I'm not disagreeing with you at all. It's been a very up and down regular season for this team, which has led to a disappointing place in the standings. You're the 10th seed. What goes into that? Guys missing action. It hasn't been like major injuries that's derailed this team, but it's just your team hasn't been wholesome.
Yeah.
And so you got all these moving parts. You got all these combinations that just don't fit. And so maybe it's just a badly constructed roster at the end of the day where all the pieces don't fit together.
I don't even know if they don't fit. I just think that we're relying on some of the pieces to a degree that they're miscast as, like Andrew Wiggins is a great example. I think all of us thinking that he's the most important Warrior coming outside of Steph Curry coming in this year, I don't think we were wrong on that. But clearly his body of work is the 3 months of 2022, that's the outlier. And I was wrong. Like he's miscast as a number 2. He's not. He'll never be that guy.
Well, maybe not that
consistently.
Guy. But can he be your best two-way player on a team that doesn't have a lot of two-way players? Can he be one of your better? Can he? Who else is a candidate?
He probably still is your best two-way player. But I guess that what I would argue now is I'm learning that's not good enough.
Probably not. Probably not.
I'm learning that that's not good enough.
Probably not. Not at 12.5 points per game. Let's go to Chris in the 707. Chris, what's happening? You're on the roast.
What's up, you guys? Good morning. Love the show. Listen all the time.
Thank you, brother.
Hey, so Warriors, they're definitely going to punk these Kings tonight. I think I understand maybe what Shasky's trying to say, but maybe not. I hope this is what he means, because I lived in San Diego for a few years, huge Niner fan. And, Chargers had no bearing on me, but it was during the years of LT and everything. They were having fun. It was fun to be kind of just a part of the low root form from afar away.
You're breaking up, Chris. Call us back. Call us back when you get a chance. So go ahead, call us back, Chris.
So I guess what I was saying is very simple to me. It's like, okay, let's say Joe Shasky, which I wouldn't do, but picks up and moves to, for this hypothetical, let's say San Diego. And my kid isn't 10 years old. If he's already a formulated Giants fan, this is a different equation. But we go down to San Diego, and everybody's a San Diego Padre fan. And yeah, maybe dad's a Giants fan, but if the Padres become good and my kid's growing up around all Padre fans and he starts liking the Padres and watching them, like, I get it. I'm not saying it's exactly what I would do in every situation, but I get it. I get wanting to be a part of it.
Yeah.
You don't, and that's okay.
I understand. I mean, hey, look, to me, my kid will be around nothing but Niners gear, Giants gear, and Warriors gear. Yeah, we could move to Texas. We could move to Florida. We could move to North Dakota. We could move to North Carolina. Don't really give a damn. Could move to Sacramento. Hell, got affordable houses up there. Baby Chaz, you're not rooting. You're rooting for the Niners, Giants, and the Warriors.
Well, one thing I've learned
into it. I'm not going to force it into it.
Yeah, I was going to say, one thing I've learned is that, kids will reject if you try to force something on them.
No doubt. It'll happen organically, though. I got faith in that. I have faith in that. By the way, some breaking news. This is real breaking news.
Okay.
This is real breaking news. Milwaukee Bucks are prepared to be without Giannis Antetokounmpo for the start of their opening round series against the Indiana Pacers, but they're hopeful that treatment on his left calf strain will allow him to return sometime later in the series. This doesn't sound like good news for the Milwaukee Bucks.
Is this the last we've seen of Giannis in a Bucks jersey?
I don't know. He's decided to extension.
Nightmare season.
Boy, it's been a nightmare season. Damian Lillard, I'm sure it's a nightmare for him.
I mean,
this is not good. This is not good. This is not good. It's not good at all. So the Bucks could be done. 888-957-9570 is the number. What is the key matchup tonight for the Golden State Warriors in the Sacramento key game? Like, we were just talking about the youngsters and Kuminga and Podziemski and TJD. If this game comes down to them having to produce, then I don't think that's right. This comes down to me to the big dogs. Steph has to be right. But so does Clay. And so does Wiggins. And so does Draymond. So, when a lot of people say, well, we need this from Kuminga. We need this from Pods. No. This is their first ever game. I expect some mistakes from these guys. This is high-level basketball, high stakes, road game, sold-out house, playoff environment. Asking Pods and TJD to exceed whatever they've done so far in the regular season, I think is completely unfair.
Yeah, but haven't they been a big part of why they're even in the 10 seed?
I think they've been a part of it. A big part? What's a big part?
Well, I mean, Podziemski's fifth most on the team in minutes per game.
Plays a lot of minutes.
Kuminga's right behind him. It's said like 7. So they're 3 of your top 8 pieces. I think everyone would agree. Like, yes, your top 7 or 8 players, essentially, on a night-to-night basis this year, Kuminga and Podziemski have been a part of it. And recently, so is TJD. Like 3 of your top 8 dudes. The other 5 are seasoned veterans.
But would you be surprised if these guys struggled in this environment?
No, I wouldn't be surprised if they struggled.
What's baked into my equation?
Play.
Yeah, no, I'm not saying don't play them. I'm not saying don't play them. And, have a quick hook if you need to, if they make mistakes because they've never been in this environment before.
But what are the alternatives?
JK last year, the second round, hell, they didn't have many alternatives last season. And JK got the quick hook. Hell, what game was it? Game 5 or game 6? Jordan Poole and DiVincenzo didn't even play in the fourth quarter. And they were 2 of your most 7, 8 trusted players last season on that team.
Yeah,
so like Steve Kerr with his rotations, he may have a quick hook for these guys. What I'm saying is,
so what you saying, they're going to play playing 36, 37?
Yeah, he's going to have to play 36, 37 if the game gets tight.
In Clay,
32 hopefully, and Draymond 32, 33.
Yeah, you're probably right.
But what I'm saying, look, I'm not disagreeing that they're going to see minutes. CJD is going to play. I'm not saying that at all. Yeah. It's not what I'm getting into. But what I'm saying is, don't expect them to carry a team. Well, don't expect them to have monster games.
They're going to fall or rise because of the top 5 players on the team.
I expect mistakes from guys who had never been in a situation before. This is a tough ask. You're part of a team. You're part of a core. We know the expectations and the pressure. All the pressure's on the Golden State Warriors.
Think about what happened with Keegan last year. He wasn't good until, game 3 or 4?
Wasn't good until game 4.
Game 4. Okay. I for some reason I thought maybe he came.
Maybe he had a couple
the
moments in
fourth
Game
quarter
3.
in Game 3.
Maybe Game 3, but they were getting blown out. Remember?
Yeah, but
he got some buckets.
He hit a couple buckets
he got
late.
some buckets, but Game 4 he was really good.
Yeah, really good. So, but it took him a while, and he had a lot of run that entire year with that Kings team. So, yeah, I hear you on all that, but I think the way this team is constructed, they do need one of the 3 youngsters is going to have a good game.
One of them has to pop.
I don't even know about pop, but just a good game. Like, whether it's Trace, whether it's Kuminga, whether it's Pods, one of them's going to have to make some plays.
How you defend the Fox tonight?
See, to me, I throw the kitchen sink at him. Like, Wiggins, but at the same time, I need Wiggins' offense, but I also don't want him to get in foul trouble. I'll throw Kuminga on him. But I worry about Kuminga on De'Aaron Fox in foul trouble. You know, the silly fouls, leaving your feet, not closing out properly.
Yeah, I don't know about Kuminga in this situation against De'Aaron Fox.
But
this is where the GP2 loss hurts.
Yes.
So maybe you try to steal some minutes from Moses Moody defensively. Maybe he has to play. Because if De'Aaron Fox, like, for example, you get Pods out there. If you get Pods out there, and he has to guard De'Aaron Fox.
Yeah, I don't like that matchup.
I don't like that matchup either for the youngster.
But I don't think you can go zone against this team strictly because of their 3-point shooting.
No, zone is a dead giveaway to we can't play man defense.
Exactly.
We can't defend at the point of attack. And then you're going to have a long night. You got to take the head off the snake. And it starts with Wiggins on Fox. Shadow Wiggins minutes with De'Aaron Fox's minutes. Whenever Fox leaves the game, Wiggins can leave the game. Whenever Fox is on the floor, I need Wiggins on the floor. Straight up. That has to be his assignment, one-on-one. Don't even worry about offense. We're going to give you the ball here and there to give you some touches here and there. But Wiggins, to me, has to be locked up. He has to lock up De'Aaron Fox. Keep the 2 feet out the paint. Keep him from going downhill. He goes out the game, Wiggins goes out the game. De'Aaron Fox goes to the scorer's table. I need Wiggins at the scorer's table. I don't know if they have the assets tonight without GP2 to throw another body on De'Aaron Fox. I really don't.
Yeah, I keep coming back to the X factor offensively. For me, like, it's Klay Thompson. When Klay is hitting, they're just a different team. When he's hitting, everything opens up offensively. You have to guard everyone across the board. I feel like the vibe of the team is different. Then you get that little 2-man game with him and Trace Jackson going. And you expect a certain output from Steph Curry. The Klay Thompson shooting being on point is very important. And I think that he can ride the wave. And I think he changes the dynamic of their half-court offense.